A couple of weeks ago, I challenged you to reconnect with your inner child, to take time to play and rediscover that fun, carefree side of you. So how did it go? Did you sing, dance, swing? I would love to hear in the comments. Let me know below what you did, because some of the ladies in our group had so much fun with this challenge. They enjoyed singing old nursery rhymes, jumping on trampolines, getting on the Ferris wheel, on slides and merry-go-rounds. It was great to see them having so much fun. Whatever it is that you did, I hope you left a spark of joy, or you felt that spark of joy returning to your heart. It's so important to allow yourself to let go every now and then, to do something that you loved as a child. Be playful, explore curiosities. Because for so many of us, who had difficult childhood experiences, you didn't feel safe enough to just play and experience joy, as kids. So they were often left cut off from that part of themselves. So tapping back into that as an adult helps you to reparent yourself and learn that it's okay to do fun things as you did, when you were a child, these things that brought you joy. And sometimes that playful connection appears, it opens a door to something deeper, a longing for tenderness, even old emotions that we had tucked away for years. So today, what I want to talk to you about is connecting with your inner child on a deeper level, keeping that connection alive, not just through play, but through compassion, gentleness, and daily care. It's important, first of all, to acknowledge your inner child and what she has to say. When you take the time to listen to your inner child, you're allowing and validating any feelings that you have. As a child, you may have, been taught to cut yourself off from those feelings and ignore them or avoid them. But as an adult, it's important to pay attention to your feelings. And one of the ways that you can do this to connect on a deeper level is to write a letter to your inner child. And you may be saying, write a letter to my inner child. Like, how do I do that? What can I say to her? And I'm going to give you some tips. Now, for some tips on how you can start writing the letter to your inner child, you can stop and ask yourself questions about how you felt as a child. For instance, did you feel rejected as a child? So you can start your writing by saying, or writing something like this. I want you to know, and use your name. Use your name in the letter to make it personal, okay? So you can start saying, I want you to know, Gio, how important you are to me. Now, I'm willing to care for you every day. This way you're reassuring her of your acceptance instead of rejecting her. If you felt abandoned, you can write, you're not alone. I want you to know that I'm here for you. This way she doesn't feel abandoned, but she feels supported. If you didn't receive attention, love, and affection, you can write, I'm here to hug you, to listen to you, to give you all the love you deserve. Maybe you thought that you needed to be perfect to be loved, or that you had to hide your feelings so that you wouldn't bother anyone. You could write, today, I want to tell you that you don't need to do anything to be loved. I love you just the way you are. And I promise to honor your emotions. I give you permission to laugh and to cry. So these are some of the ideas to get you started. You can write as much as you like, but get into the habit of communicating with your inner child on a regular basis. And now I'd like for you to take a moment just to think. What does your inner child need from you today? Does she need to feel safe? Does she need laughter, forgiveness, or simply to be seen? If you can think of a word that describes what she's asking for, type it in the comments. I would love to hear what your ideas are, how you can start reconnecting with her. If you don't think about it right away, you could always come back to the video and leave the comment, okay? But remember, your inner child has always been hidden somewhere inside of you. By confronting her, you can begin to protect her and support her, noticing what she needs daily and giving her a lot of empathy, kindness, and self-compassion that will transform your life for the better. So I want you to know that you're not alone on this journey. Healing starts step by step, one gentle connection at a time. And I'm here. If you'd like more personal support to connect with your inner child, you can schedule one-on-one sessions with me. My contact information is in this video description below and also in my bio. And I've received such great feedback from, the ladies who have attended our group sessions, and I'm so happy to know that so many of you brave women are on the road to healing. I'm also excited to share with you that I'll soon be releasing a 5-video highlight series from our class, unveiling the hidden links between childhood wounds and menopause. I know others wanted to join, but because of different circumstances, they weren't able to attend. So you'll be able to get some of the powerful highlights from that session. So that's great news for you. If you'd like to be part of the upcoming group sessions, we're going to be having some great topics, what I call hot topics: building self-esteem and self-worth, authenticity versus people-pleasing, how to manage our anxiety, and many more upcoming hot topics that we'll be discussing in the Radiance Lounge. So you don't want to miss out on any of them. Make sure you click in the link in the description below to join the WhatsApp channel, and that will keep you informed on the dates and times of these classes. So remember to keep nurturing that little girl inside of you. Let her laugh, let her dream, let her feel safe in your care. Because the more you connect with her, the more you reconnect with you. So until next time, pause, reset, and reignite your radiance. Take care.